What's up, everybody? Hollywood Will back with another live stream. Today is Sunday. You know what that means? Sunday Funday. And I got about 25, maybe a few more deals to show you guys. And we're going to try to do this in an hour or less. So if this is your guys' first time watching, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you very much. If you're watching from social media, just remember, you're not going to be able to see the carousel of products. You're going to have to wait until I actually show them to you. If you're watching from Amazon, which is the recommended source, then you'll be able to see the carousel of products. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. The first product is your leisure dog stairs. And so basically this is for your aging dogs or maybe your puppies. You can get 2, 4, or 5 stairs, and it just all depends on what your needs are. So it is foam that already comes formed, so you don't have to wait, for the 48 hours or whatever, like a day or two, for it to like fully be formed. It's already ready, and that cover can be taken off and washed. But it is recommended that it's either tumble dried or just hung up and slow dried that way. But either way, it's great for your pets, whether they're older or younger. And it is very well priced. So you're not going to be, coming out of pocket a ton of money for this. Although it is worth it, right? Even if you had to, right, for your fur babies. But yeah, it's portable. You have your handle there. It doesn't smell or anything. I like it. And it's well priced. So definitely give that a look-see because there are deals to be had. This is the next dog staircase. Now this one, the difference is it's not fully formed. It's in like shrink wrap. So when you unwrap it, you're going to have to let it form for like a day. They say 48 hours, but we went ahead and tested this out and it was more like 24 hours. Also, there's foam inside, so you can take that zipper cover off. You can also get different zipper covers to fit that if you wanted a different color. That is also an option. But same thing applies. It's washable, but just either tumble dry or just let it air dry or whatever. So you can also get 2, 4, or 5 stairs here. Obviously, the 4 and 5 stairs are going to be a little bit more, but not that much more. So they're both well priced and they both function really well for your pups or your aging dogs. All right, before we go to the next product, if you guys are watching from the Amazon stream and if you're watching from a smartphone, when you click on one of the products, you're going to deviate away from the stream completely. Don't worry about it. Just click back. We'll be here when you're done. If you're watching from your desktop or your laptop, what's going to happen is when you click on a product, it'll open up in a new tab, but within the same browser. So you'll be able to hear me, but you'll be able to go ahead and do your due diligence, or if you're ready to purchase, either way, we'll be here when you get back. Cool deal? All right, so this next one we're going to talk about is the Double Stitch by Bedsure. Bedsure is one of my favorite brands of all time, whether if it's for the blankets or the bed sheets. First of all, the color options usually are pretty ridiculous. You have like 20 some odd color options to choose from usually. On some of the bed sheets, especially the double stitch, you're only going to get about 3 or 4. But it's better than just having one. And double stitch means, a finer quality, higher quality. So it may be a little bit more than your regular Bedsure, but not that much more. And Bedsure loves to have deals. I noticed that. So for those reasons, we love these. I do love it how it comes in the drawstring bag as well. So if you wanted to re-gift this, you absolutely can. Me, personally, I don't really know how to wrap gifts. So this is something perfect for me where it comes in a nice box, comes in like a little bag with the drawstring. I'm already ready to, give out gifts that way. I wish everything came that way. But this is super well priced, so definitely check that out. All right. If you guys are not following me already, make sure you do so. And also hop into the Mega Deal Catcher Facebook group where all the Amazon daily deals are posted and giveaways and such. with Amazon gift cards. So definitely check that out. It's Mega Deal Catcher, one word, by Hollywood Will. One L in Will, but I think you guys already knew that. All right, we're going to keep this bad boy going. And this next one here is the Rory 3-in-1 portable charger. So you can charge your Apple Watch, which I do not own, and then you have a Lightning charger, and then you have a USB-C charger. Nowadays, almost everything is USB-C, but the older, well, I say the older, but like almost just about every iPhone is Lightning charger except for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is what I have, and that takes USB-C. Also Android, USB-C. MacBook Pro, which is what I have right here, USB-C. So you can go ahead and charge. Now, just a heads up, if you're going to charge all three devices at the same time, it's going to take a heck of a lot longer than just charging one device, just so you know. But all in all, this is pretty cool, and it does have different color options. So you do have your white, your black, your purple, your pink, and your blue, I believe, or green, one of those. But definitely check those out, because not only does this get me about 2 full charges for my phone, it also gets about 7 charges for your Apple Watch before you have to recharge the actual charging device again. You also have that little keychain ring, as you can see right there. So you can connect it. It's literally, small. So you can connect that to your keys if you want to walk around with that, especially if you're going to a stadium, a game of some sort, a tailgate like I do, or you can clip it to your backpack, anything like that. You can clip it to something so you always have it near. Pretty cool. I use mine all the time for tailgates. You guys know, you've heard me talk about it every time it goes on deal. All right. We are going to keep this train moving, and we're going to move over to the Fit King calf massager. So the Fit King calf massager really is working wonders for me now, because I don't know if you guys notice, I am back in the gym. I've been posting about it. I've lost some weight, but you can't really tell just yet. But what I will say is I'm sore. I go to the gym now 5 days a week, and when I do leg days, I am sore, especially after calf raises. So this bad boy right here is a game changer. Like, sure, my calves will still be sore after, because, they don't automatically just heal, but it makes them feel so much better. It's like night and day. And the thing is about this, when it's you can either have it fully charged or you can just plug it in. I don't even bother. I just plug it in. I sit, it's close to the wall. I just plug it in. I watch my favorite TV shows. I put these bad boys on, and I use one of the 9 different modes set up to massage the calves, and it has really made a difference. So I look at it this way. I would rather, instead of going to a spa every week or something where I would need my insurance to even get it covered and have a copay or whatever, I would much rather pay once and then be able to use this anytime, especially now that I'm heavy back into the gym. My goal is to lose 100 pounds within, 12 to 14 months. So it's been not even 2 months. But yeah, this, and I have Fit King also makes your full leg compression, which I also have. And when that goes on deal, I'll show that as well. And yeah, it's really been a game changer for me. So definitely check those out. All right. I see some YouTube interaction here going on. Welcome, ladies and gents. I cannot see comments from my other social media platforms for whatever reason. So I know I'm live right now on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and I can't see anything. So I can only see YouTube and Amazon, just to let you guys know. All right. We are going to hop on down here to some ESR products. This is the ESR hard case for your 11-inch Pro iPad. Now, this doesn't just act as a hard case. The hard case is magnetized, but it also works as a stand. So if you are reading something and you want to be hands-free, if you are watching a show and you want to be hands-free, whether if it's horizontal or vertical, you can absolutely do so. And it's also well protected. Just in case if it does, take a little tumble or whatever, I wouldn't try to, test it out and throw it. But, I've dropped it quite a few times now, off of like a table, or it's fallen off the bed, and completely fine. But yeah, it does act as, a hands-free stand, whether you want to write or if you want to just, kind of watch or read. So this is highly recommended. It also comes in a lot of different colors. So you don't just have to stick with the blue just because I'm showing you my favorite color. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's a lot of deals to be had here. Make sure you guys check on all those deals, because I know sometimes I forget to clip the actual coupon clips, which really irritates me when I do that. But make sure you guys do not forget to do that. All right, now we're going to stick with ESR. This is the ESR portable monitor. This is great if you have to have spreadsheets out and you need to, maybe drag and drop, or if you just need to be looking at a couple of monitors at the same time. If you're a day trader, I know you guys, I don't know much about day trading, but I am into crypto. So when I can, look at dual screens and kind of, analyze, that's always a plus. Or if you just want to watch more than one game at a time, I had basketball on and the Phillies on the other day. So it worked out great for that. The thing that I do like about this, though, it does have two connections. It does not offer the traditional USB-A. So you either are going to have the HDMI connector, which you can connect it to like a TV, or some laptops have HDMI, but you probably need a dongle, like some sort of an adapter. But it also has a USB-C cable. That is more friendly, more user-friendly. It's just available out there more, as you guys just heard me talk about. My MacBook Pro, MacBook Airs all have USB-C ports. Your adapters all have USB-C ports, so you're good to go there. And it just makes it a lot easier because you can plug it into your phone also, which, your Androids and your new iPhone are also USB-C. So if you're going to use it on your phone, you don't have to go into the display settings. So you don't have to, if you want to make it vertical, you don't have to go into display settings. You will have to go into display settings if you're plugged in to a laptop or a desktop. Now, you guys notice the kickstand that I just showed you. The kickstand works really well. It's super sturdy. And so that way, again, you can be, hands-free, obviously, with it being a monitor, but you don't have this big, gigantic stand as some of these monitors do, which makes this more portable. So you can fold that leg down. It comes with a little laptop sleeve. You can put that in there and then go on about your business. But it works really well, and it's 1080p. So it's not a 4K, but 1080p, it's still great quality. All right, you guys liking my background? I know it's not as good as the basement background that I had before, but I don't always have access to that. I know somebody mentioned that in the YouTube chat in the last stream. So, all right, we're gonna keep this bad boy going. This is the over-the-door organizer. Pretty standard, pretty efficient, actually, and really easy to install. So easy that Hollywood Will can do it. Anybody can do it. You basically just have already pre-made loops in the organizer with some dividers, as you can see there. And then you have your hooks that you put into the loops, and then you are going to hang it essentially over the door. I'm going to walk you through this step by step, even though it's really easy. So a couple of things that this is good for. I gifted this to my daughter, and my daughter uses it for her smelly sneakers because she's always out and about, and sometimes she doesn't always wear socks. I don't know how she does that. So she has these cleaners that she puts in her shoes and then hangs them up in this. I mean, it works out. You can use it for kids' toys. You can use it for your own stuff. If you want to, keep stuff. I've seen people have this in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like if they have a small bathroom or a shared bathroom, like roommates or college or whatever, and then they have their own and they can, put their own knickknacks and stuff in there. It works out great. You also have, on some of these organizers, you also have little mesh pockets on each side. And so that gives you 10 extra little spaces that you can even add more stuff in. You don't have to go with the dark gray like I did. You can also choose other colors. You can also choose the two separate pieces. So you guys see how well that works. It also does come with, like I said, the clear so you can see what's going on in there, just in case if you forget. But overall, it's pretty standard and pretty cool, pretty helpful. All right, what else do we got here? All right, this is the Space Aid bamboo drawer. You don't have to go with just this natural wood color. There are other colors that you can choose from like white, black. There's some gray. You can also get the wide slots. This is a 6 slot, but you can get the wide 12 slot as well. You see how easy. I know a lot of people will want to match colors. It does come with labels, like you kind of don't need those. If you don't know what a fork looks like by now, you have bigger problems than a drawer organizer, let me tell you. But yeah, super easy to use. It comes ready, like you don't have to put anything together. And let's face it, like your spoons and forks and all that shouldn't be all like mixed together in a pile anyway. It needs to be separated. Just make it. I know I'm not the greatest when it comes to organization, as you guys have seen my closets, but in this case, I think we all can agree that organization in the kitchen is key. And it's super well priced, so that's something to always look forward to. All right. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. I just got a YouTube follow from Craig. Oh, okay. But yeah, I'll take the follow. We will take it. Don't forget, there's still a few days left in the giveaway. So if you aren't involved in that, hop on over to the Facebook group, Mega Deal Catcher by Hollywood Will with one L, Mega Deal Catcher, one word. And it's pinned to the top. You still have a couple of days for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. All right, let's see. Now we're going to get into some speakers. So I'm just going to give you guys the dynamics of the speaker. You're not going to be able to hear it as per Amazon rules. So anyway, I do like this speaker for a couple of reasons. These next two speakers for a couple of reasons. Number one, they are nice and portable, nice size. You have your handle there, but I like it when you have that bass combined with the LED light, and it'll move and give you basically a light show to the beat of the song that's being played. So I definitely like that. It's like having your own light show and DJ between your Spotify or whatever you use, your mega bass, and then your light show. I love these speakers. But they also float. They're waterproof. So you can toss these in a pool, summertime pool party, summertime barbecue, cookout. If you're more of a camping guy or gal, I am not. You are not going to see me in a tent at all. But for those that do, it's perfect for that as well. And the play time on this one is 24 hours. If you use the mega bass for the entire time, subtract 4 hours. So then you would go from 24 to 20 hours, which is crazy to think I would listen or anybody would listen to music that long, in a row. So, but yeah, a lot of benefits here. at a very good price. So definitely check that out. All right, we are going to carry this right into the next one. This is the Boom 2. That was the Boom 2. This is the Boom 2 Plus by Anchor Soundcore. As you can see, they look exactly alike. This is the Boom 2 Plus, so plus has to mean like there's more functions, right? There's a couple more. So the first one was 80 watt. This is 140. I'm sorry, the last one was 70 watt. This one is 140 watt speaker. Same thing applies. You have your LED, you have your mega bass. Your playtime is less than the other one. So your playtime is 20 hours and then subtract 4 hours if you are using the mega bass for the entire time. But you see the little loops there on either end? That is for a strap. It does come with a strap. If you choose to use it and walk around, strapped to your shoulder, you absolutely can. That's not something that I would do, but, more power to you. It gives you, 2 hands to carry other stuff if you want to, but I'm just not going to carry a speaker, like a book bag strap. It's not into that. As you guys see the strap's right there on the right-hand side. It also does come with your USB-C charger. It does take a couple hours for it to charge fully. And then, like I said, you get 20 hours of playtime. And then the app, of course, is free. Download the app. That way you can connect it to the Wi-Fi or connect it to your phone, Bluetooth, I should say, and then go ham. Have at it. Listen to your best music and have a great time. All right, we are about halfway done already. And we are about almost 30 minutes in. So right on schedule. You see how I've become more efficient? Remember how these used to take 2 hours? Oh my goodness. I get you guys the same amount of information and tell you all about the product in half the time. I love it. This way I don't have to keep you guys or you guys have to drop off and miss, some deals. In and out, catch everything, bang, boom, enjoy your Sunday Funday. What's everybody doing on their Sunday Funday? Me, I have college basketball and I have a couple of products to review. That's my whole Sunday. All right, we are going to move over to the Govee products. This is the Govee Life Hygrometer. So the hygrometer for people who are growing things like plants or have a greenhouse, or even if they just want to, keep tabs on, let's say, a kid's room for your dew points, for your, temperatures. You can also do that just by this little thing here. And the great thing about it is the Govee app is free, so you can set up for real-time alerts, which is key. So if it falls down to a certain point below your liking, you'll be alerted if you're not home. If you are home, obviously you'll get the alert, but you'll get the alert via email. And you'll also get it through the app. This one here has the round lithium battery, and the battery is good for like a year. So that is always a plus too, and it comes with it. Because nowadays, so many things don't come with batteries, and they don't tell you, then you have to buy the battery. It's not the case here. Here, everything comes with it, and the app is free. There's no subscription to that, and then you just enjoy. So I'm going to move right over to the second hygrometer, because this one's a little bit different. It's a little bit bigger. Same functions. The only real difference is, number one, that it comes in 2 different colors, white or black. And then this one takes AAA batteries, not the round watch battery. That is pretty much the only difference. You can get these in sets of 1 or 2, depending on how big your area room is, or if you have an entire greenhouse, you might need 2. It just depends on how big the greenhouse is. So either way, they both work great. They both have the Govee Life free app for iOS or for Android devices, Google Play Store, and you're all set up, good to go. Great price for these, very low priced. All right, let's see here. I know we got some more stuff to show you. All right, this is the oil diffuser, which is also by Govee. The oil diffuser is, there's two options here. Number one, you can get the one without the white noise, or you can pay a couple dollars more and you can get the one with the white noise. It also functions as a nightlight if you want, or you can just use it as an oil diffuser. Either way, you have way more options if you use the app. Also, it is Google Home friendly and Alexa friendly. So you actually can set that up, because I know so many people are either using Google Home or they're using Alexa to kind of assist them. So remember, Govee Life, you can connect all your Govee Life products, this included, and this will run up to 36 hours as long as you don't have it on the max power. Otherwise, if you just keep it standard, it'll run 36 hours before you have to fill it up again. So pretty cool. And there are a lot more color options within the app. You only get a few color options and only a few white noise options. A lot more options within the app. Just wanted to throw that out there. All right. What else do we got? All right, so this is the Ugreen robot charger. This robot charger, one of the reasons why I like the robot charger is just because it's fun. It's 65 watt. It's a 3-in-1, so you're going to get 2 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A port. For those of you that aren't familiar with the term USB-A, that's the original USB that fits like, I'll show you. You guys can see it right there, right? So it fits, it's like the standard USB, like the very first one they come out with. Let's see, what else do we have here? Sorry, I got sidetracked with a funny message. So anyway, 3-in-1. Now, if you are, again, I want to mention this, if you are going to do 3 devices, if you're going to charge 3 devices, what's going to happen is you're going to split the wattage by 3, and it's going to take 3 times as long as opposed to just you using 1. So if you want to, let's say, charge your MacBook Pro, which is USB-C, boom, fast charger, plug it in, good to go. If you want to charge that and your phone, it's just going to take a little bit longer. So I wanted to put that out there. I don't want you guys, Hollywood Will said this is fast, and it's taken all day, and I have all 3 devices, and I need them. So, but one of the things about this are the faces, like the digital, like the LED faces. So if it's completely dead when you plug it in, you're going to get a frown face. If it's charging, you're going to get the face that looks just like that. And when it's fully charged, you're just going to get like the nice little smile there. And so it makes it pretty cool, pretty fun. The feet are magnetic, so you can take those off and put those on the fridge. That way you don't have to worry about losing them. Connect it to anything metal, and they'll stick, and you don't have to worry about them. Just don't lose the feet, because then it's not as fun, and the robot can't stand up anymore. All right. Ugreen also has a regular charger, 65 watt, same 3 ports. It's just not a robot, just not as much fun. You just plug it in and be boring. But that one is a little bit less expensive because it's boring and not as fun as the robot. All right. All right, we have a Govee Life water detection unit here. So you're going to get 1 gateway, and then you're going to get 4 sensors. The gateway just means that it's the actual plug. So you're going to plug it into the wall, and then you're going to push the button, and that's going to sense your Wi-Fi, and then you're going to connect it to your Wi-Fi so that you have that set up. And then you are going to use that Govee Life app that I've been talking about these last few minutes, and you're going to connect the water detection to your Govee Life app. That way you can get your live real-time updates. So all you have to do for the sensors is place those in strategic areas, pull out that little blue tab, and you're ready to go. If water is detected on the top of it or on the bottom of it, say, let's say in the basement near the water heaters go all the time, depending on how old it is, you know what I mean? So if that'll happen, and if you're home, it's going to sound like a school fire alarm. You know, it's just going to go and you're going to hear it and you're going to be able to catch it in time. If you're not at home, remember like the old days? I don't know about you guys, but I'm 50 years old. So when I was a kid, our water heater did bust. I was like 14 or something like that. And we came home to a flooded basement. Luckily, there was nothing really in the basement of value. Like there wasn't like any memorabilia down there. There wasn't any like old stuff. It was just a basement. We just had like an empty basement basically. Clothes, we had a washer and dryer down there. So I guess some clothes got ruined. But anyway, imagine if we had something like that back then, you know, in the 80s and 90s. That's crazy. So if it gets wet, it'll alert you in real time via email. Also, it'll alert you within the app. So great thing about that. And just to reiterate, the app is 100% completely free. It's not one of those where you download and then you have a subscription later on. There's no in-purchase in-app. It's just Govee Life free app that